Hi. Okay, in this video, I'm going to just do a continuation of working on this website called Casa de Madera. And this is going to be a single post template, and it's for a custom post type for the projects. And the way I have this set up is that so when the client goes in here, they never have to come into Oxygen. All they have to do is go into the back end here. So if they create a single post type, if they just create a new project. So let's see, we're over here. So let's just go out here to the beginning. So here is the single or the custom post type called My Projects. And in here are 4 projects. So let's just pick one of these here and I'll show you how this got filled out. So you put your title in here, and then everything in here is a custom field. So we have the description, the date, the area, details, who the client is, and the location. And now this over here, this is what's going to become the lightbox right here. So this is a custom field. It's a repeater field, and I have it set to images. So you can add as many images as you want, and you can delete them and move them around if you need to. So right now there's just 3 images in here, but if say the client wants to come in and add another image, they just come in here, add a row, click add image, and then, excuse me, go into the media library and just pick an image. I'm not gonna do that right now because we're just gonna use these 3 images. All right, so let me get rid of this row, remove, and hit update. So from here, let's go into the template. So I got the template set up. So these are all pulling in those custom fields right here. So if you were to double click on this, you see you get the link right there. And everything in here is also pulling in custom fields from that from the post that they just created. So over here is where I'm going to create the lightbox effect. So what I'm going to do is put in the images, and then when you click on an image, you'll get an image pop up with arrows on either side to scroll through. So first thing you're going to do here is we're going to drop in a repeater, and let's do that now. Look up the repeater, put that in here, and that comes with a div already in there. So let's connect the repeater to the advanced custom field. So we come over here, use advanced custom field. I only have 1 custom field set up right now. So just click on images, hit apply. And this particular post has 3 images. So you're going to see those 3 things right there. Okay. So we're going to do this in a grid layout. We're going to do 1 column. That's just fine. Everything in here is fine. So let's hit save. So the next thing I want to do is now I'm going to add the lightbox feature. So we come into this div right here, come to add, and let's go to add. Okay, and the lightbox comes with the Oxy Extras plugin, and I use Oxy Extras on every site I build, every Oxygen site I build. And there's probably about 26, maybe 30 different elements in there right now. You only turn on the ones you need, so that's why you're only seeing 4 of them in here. And the one that I want to use is lightbox. Okay, so let that do its thing. Okay, so now for lightbox content, since I'm bringing in images, I'm going to select image, and that's it. We're all set. So now the next thing I want to do inside this lightbox image, I want to add, or in this lightbox widget, I want to add an image. So now I'm pulling in the images, and you'll see it's going to show you, it's only showing 2, but there are 3. So let's connect it now to the, hold on a second, it's not connecting. So let's apply parameters here. So that's why it's not connecting. Okay. All right. So now we're seeing the 3 images. Okay. So now when I come in here, I can click on data, and I get this insert dynamic data box. Go to repeater field, and again, image. Hit insert, and we're all set there. Now, each one of these images is going to come in at a different size. I would normally recommend to the client to bring in their images all at the same size. That's not always going to be the case. So there are ways around this. So the first thing I want to do is to this image here, I'm going to just drop in a little bit of CSS. To come in here to custom CSS, and I'm going to do content fit cover. Okay. And then down here, I'm going to be content position to do 50%. And what that's going to do is, so cover is just going to make, so what I'm going to do is next step I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to give a fixed size to each one of these images. And if I didn't put this code in here, what would have happened? It would have these images that are long and short, it would have squished them. Okay. But adding this content fit cover and then position 50/50, that's not going to allow that to happen. And you'll see that here now. So if I come back over to advanced, well, we can go right here to primary width. We're going to do 400 pixels wide and height 400 pixels tall. Okay. And that is squishing it. So something is not working here. Content fit cover, content position. Let's get rid of this. Okay, I know what I did wrong. It's not content. It's object, not content. Object. Come on. There we go. See how that just snapped right into place? Okay, so it's object, not content. Object fit. So we're going to do object position, excuse me, 50% and 50%. Okay, and that's just to ensure that the image is centered in there. Like if I was going to take this first one right here and switch it to pixels, if you look at the image there, you'll see it's going to move. And that's just going to, so the 50 is the x-axis, and the first 50 is the x-axis, and the second number is the y-axis. So this just ensures that it's going to be centered. Okay, so we're done there. And I got all of my elements in there. And let's go back to the lightbox. And so I think we're good. Let's do this. Visible. Let's take a look at this on the front end now. Click on an image. The requested content cannot be loaded. Please try again later. Okay, we'll go back here and we'll figure out what that is. And source, repeater field, image, insert. That should do it right there. And there we go. All right, I don't have my direction arrows yet, and I'll show you why in a second. So you have an option here where it says group into slides. So right now it's set to single. So if you come back over here, you click on this one, so you're just going to get the first image, and then you click on the second one, second image, and so on. I want this to have a carousel effect. So what you do here is you just come down here, you click on group, hit on save, come back over here and refresh the page. And now you're going to get this small little arrow here. And we can style this arrow. And see, once you go past the first one, now you get a return arrow over here. And then when you get to the last one, this arrow disappears and this one stays. And to get out of this, you just click anywhere out of the picture. So let's go ahead and style up those arrows a little bit and make that background a little bit darker and add some effects to the window that pops up. I want it to look kind of like a snapshot, put a white border around it with a shadow. Just give it a little something. All right, so in configure, don't really need to do anything here. Lightbox style. Okay, so the background color, I'm going to darken that up a little bit, and you'll see that in real time. Get it to about 85. I think that'll be fine. Here we go for the border, and we'll do the border white, and we'll give it a border width of about 8. Let's try 8, solid, and apply. Okay, now let's hit save, and let's check it out in the front. Okay, so now we got that little border, and I think that's good enough. I think that's fine. I don't want to make it too fat. All right, so now let's go in and get that drop shadow effect in there. Here's our box shadow. Let's give it a black color, and we're going to give it, we'll go to about, since it's on a black dark background, or that gray background, I'm going to give it a little bit darker than I normally would. Let's try 70, see how that looks. Offset of 10 horizontal, and vertical 10. Blur we'll do 10, and offset let's do And it went insert for some reason inside. Okay, so there we go. So let's, I think that'll be fine. Okay. Now, next we're going to do the arrows. Let's get those arrows to pop a little bit more because right now they're kind of getting lost in there. So in here, we're good in here. Everything is good here. So let's go back to the arrows now. So you'll see here, navigation arrows. That's close. Let's see. Okay, so you only need to choose the left icon. So what I'm going to do on this one is we're going to get the chevron, I think is what they call it. Yeah, there we go. So let's choose the left one, and we're going to make that 28. Maybe we'll even go higher. Maybe we'll go to 32. Okay, I think that's going to be fine. Now the background color, we're going to choose this. Oh, no, that's not the background color. This is the background color. We're going to choose this copper color, which is the branding. And in here, we'll make the chevron inside there white. Now for hover, we're going to come over here, choose this dark color, leave that white. So when you hover over it, oh, that doesn't stay white. So let's see. Choose white. Okay, and I think that'll be fine for now. Margin, let's give it a margin of 20, just to pull it off the edge a little bit. Maybe we can go down to 15 with it. Just don't want it to get lost there, but I think that copper color will make it pop nice, so I think it'll be fine. Padding is fine. Maybe we can go up to 15 on the padding too, just to give it a little more something. All right, let's hit OK. Let's check it out. And there we go. And that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot more I could do to this. I mean, I could style it up a little bit more, but I think for our purposes, this is going to be fine. So, so this is what a page is going to look like. And since I did that on the template, if I come to any one of these projects, you're going to see the same thing. And it's going to work on every single one of them. Okay. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 images there. The spacing between the images, we can change that if we want to, and where we would do that. So since I'm done styling the this lightbox now, I can come back over here and I can say hidden. So this way I can see this a little bit better now. Now, if I want to change that spacing in between these images here, so this seems like a little big. Let's go back to the repeater since this is done with the grid layout. So we have our gap here at 20. So maybe if we do 10, and that's going to be horizontal gap. This will be vertical gap right here. And that's going to change there. And you can see right there on the editor that changed right away. Hit save, hit refresh, and our gap's a little bit smaller now. And that's it. We're done. Done. That was quick. That was easy. And we can see all of the projects are done. That's the beauty of building these templates like this. And also just making it really easy for the client. And this gallery here, I'm not using this gallery. This was just another way of doing the same thing that I was experimenting with. But either way, it would be real easy for the client if they want to come in here and do the gallery. But either way, it works, and I'm happy with this, and I'm going to leave this like this for now. All right, so that's it. If you have any questions about how I got this done, about Oxy Extras, just drop me a comment or shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to help you out. All right, thanks very much.